Yo, we might have just gotten a massive leak for college football 26. And if this is true, we're talking about the top rated teams and players in the entire game getting exposed early. So today I'm bringing you the top 10 rated players at every position from this potential leak. These ratings are not confirmed by EA, but they come from a very well known and usually accurate source, Mutt Leaks. They do this consistently for Madden, and now they're doing it for college football. So let's dive into the video. Let's start at quarterback, and this list is stacked. First, we're going to come off with Cade Klubnik from Clemson, 92. Also, two other 92 rated quarterbacks. You have Drew Aller and Garrett Nussmeier. And then it's going to slowly trickle down here. You're going to have four 91 rated quarterbacks with Sam Levitt from Arizona State, Lenore Stellers from South Carolina, Carson Beck from Miami, John Mateer from Oklahoma, rounded out with the final three at 90 overalls with Blake Horvath from Navy, Arch Manning from Texas, and DJ Lagway from Florida. So you have some serious SEC talent here in the top quarterbacks. Let's move to the next one, which is the running backs. Now, this one was revealed um, on Twitter as well. Jeremiah Love being the highest rated running back in the game at a 95 overall. He looks like he's going to be a serious problem. And then from there, you drop down to 393 rated running backs with Jonah Coleman out of Washington, Isaac Brown out of Louisville, Nicholas Singleton from Penn State. Then you get three 92 rated running backs with Ahmad Hardy from Missouri, Makai Hughes from Oregon, Katron Allen from Penn State. Then the last three to round out the top 10, 91 overalls, Desmond Reed from Pitt, Darius Taylor from Minnesota, and 91 Anthony Hankerson from Oregon State. Now, looking at this already from these top two positions is Penn State loaded on offense as they have the top tied for the top rated quarterback, and then they have the second tied for second highest rated running back, and what would be the highest, I'm sorry, tied for third running back as well. So, uh, good for Penn State here. A lot of Big Ten teams here in there. Let's move on to the wide receiver room. By the way, if you're enjoying this breakdown and want more content like this when College Football 26 officially drops, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe to help the channel grow. It would mean a lot to me. We're building a community of straight up college football fanatics here, and I've got more heat coming your way every week. All right, let's get back to it. So, topping off the charts, no surprise, best receiver in all of college football, Jeremiah Smith, a 98 overall, followed by Ryan Williams from Alabama, a 95 overall, and that 96 speed, 99 excel with 99 agility and 98 change of direction is just absolutely bonkers. I'm assuming people are going to go crazy with Ryan Williams. Let's move on to 94 rated Jordan Tyson out of Arizona State. So they have a good quarterback wide receiver combo. Elijah Surratt out of Indiana, 93 overall. Then Auburn comes into the picture. Eric Singleton Jr., 92. Eric Rivers from Georgia Tech, a 92. Then Notre Dame's going to add a receiver here into the mix with Jeremiah Love from the running back. Is they got Malachi Fields at a 91. Washington also adds a wide receiver to their top running back, Denzel Boston. Here's a 91. Ohio State welcomes their second receiver into the top 10 with Carnell Tate. And then also 91 to round out the top 10 is Evan Stewart of Oregon. So, one common theme here I've seen quite a bit here is that the running backs and the receivers seem to be from quite a few teams, as it looks like um, Arizona State has the quarterback and the receiver. Then Notre Dame, Washington, Ohio State, and Oregon all have multiple pieces in these first three positions. So let's go to look at tight end here. You got Vanderbilt, 93 tight end, Eli Stowers. Then you have 92 University of Houston, Tanner Koziol. Then Max Clare from Ohio State adding to their offensive weapons here, 91 overall. Georgia's got a 90 overall tight end, Oscar Delp. Jack Endries for Texas is coming in at a 90. Justin Jolly from NC State's a 90. Miles Kitzelman from Tennessee's a 90. And then the last three to round out the top 10 are all 89 overall. Boise State's Matt Lauder. Ole Miss's Luke Haas. and SMU's RJ Maryland. Tell you what, Ohio State, no surprise, I'm right, national champion, but they look absolutely loaded on the offensive side of the ball. It looks like the only thing they're missing is a quarterback, but usually Ohio State does pretty well. Jumping in here at left tackle, Alabama's back in the picture. Caden Proctor at a 94 overall. Then we look to 92 overall Jordan Seaton from Colorado. Northwestern's 91 rated Caleb Tiernan. Oregon also adding more players here. 91 Isaiah World. Illinois makes their first appearance in the top 10 with left tackle J.C. Davis at a 90. Also 90 rated Boise State Cage Casey. Utah's 90 rated left tackle Caleb Lomu. Indiana's going to add another person here. Left tackle Carter Smith is an 89. Florida Austin Barber left tackle at 89, and Texas A&M's Trey Zune the third and 88 will round out the left tackles here. Left guards here, Arkansas, Fernando Carmona, 92 overall. Also in the 92 club is Oleva Vega Iona. I know I messed that name up. He's a 92. Caden Green from Missouri, 92. Then you have three guys at 91. Kentucky's Joshua Braun, Giovanni El Hadi from Michigan, and Tomas Rymick from Virginia Tech. 90 rated SMU Logan Parr. And to round out the top 10, you have Oregon's 89 Emmanuel Pregnan, Eastern Michigan's Mickey Revelinsky, and Texas Tech's Vinny Scurry. So good group there of offensive linemen. Taking a look now at center, you have Florida's Jake Slaughter at 92, Alabama Parker Brailsford 91. Army gets in here with their center Brady Small at a 90. Vanderbilt's Jordan White is a 90. Oregon Iapane Lalulu is a 90. Iowa's Logan Jones is a 90. Then you have Kansas Bryce Foster 89. Connor Tollison from Missouri 88. Auburn 88 Connor Liu, and to round out the top 10, Iowa State's Dylan Barrett 87 overall. Now as we go into our right guards, A&M will lead the way with Armaj Reed Adams 93 overall, Alabama's Jaden Roberts 92, Texas DJ Campbell is a 90, Georgia's Keelan Rutledge 88 overall, Notre Dame adds Charles Jagusa 88. Omar Agbedian from Baylor's in 87. Davion Carter, 86 from Texas Tech. Telek Lockett is an 85 from Texas State. Wendell Moe Jr. from Tennessee is an 85. And Inez Cooper is an 85 from Miami. Here as we go into right tackle now. Spencer Fano from Utah, the top rated lineman at right tackle, 94 overall. Francis Magua Miami, 93 overall. Brian Parker the second from Duke, the 92. Blake Miller from Clemson, 92. Jennings Dunker from Iowa is a 91. Amel Wagner from Notre Dame at 91. Xavier Hill from Colorado is a 90 overall. Ernest Green the third from Georgia is 89. Riley Malman from Wisconsin is an 89. And Micah Pettis, 89 from Florida State. Now let's jump to the defensive side of the ball here. TJ Parker from Clemson at left end is the top rated defensive end at a 95. Keldrick Falk from Auburn, 93. David Bailey, Texas Tech, 93. Danny Dennis Sutton from Penn State's a 92. Indiana Mikhail Kamara, 92. And then we get LT Overton from Alabama's a 90. Tyreek Sapp from Florida's a 90. To round out the top 10, we get 89 Eric O'Neill from Rutgers. TJ Bush Jr. from Cal's in 88, and Trey Smith from Arizona is in 86. So now moving over to right end, we go Dylan Stewart from South Carolina is a 94 overall. Colin Simmons from Texas, 93 overall. Miami's Ruben Bain Jr., 92. Derek Moore from Michigan's a 91. Trey White, San Diego State's 91. Matayo Ugalele from Oregon, 91. Jaden Vergan Morgan from Boise State's an 89. Joshua Joseph from Tennessee's an 89. R. Mason Thomas from Oklahoma, 89. And last but not least, Patrick Payton from LSU is an 88 overall. That's going to round out the defensive ends here. Now moving on to the defensive tackles. Clemson again topping the list at their third position here with Peter Woods, 94 overall. Cincinnati's Dante Corleone, 92 overall. Alabama's Team Keenan the third, 92 overall. Georgia's Kristen Miller, 92 overall. Iowa, Aaron Greaves, 91. Michigan's Rayshawn Benny, 91. Iowa State's Dominique Orange, 90. Florida's Caleb Banks is a 90. Penn State's Zane Durant, 90. And Texas Tech's Lee Hunter is an 89. So that's going to close out for the D line. Let's move to the outside linebackers here, where Illinois' Gabe Jaces will be at 92 overall. Deontay Lawson, Alabama, 91 overall. Keaton Thomas, Baylor, 89 overall. Pitt, Rasheem Biles, 89. Jake Golday from Cincinnati, 88. BYU's Isaiah Glasker, 88. Tatum Tuioti from Oregon is an 87. Utah, Lander Barton, 87. Desmond Purnell from Kansas State, 86. And Caleb Bacon from Iowa State is an 84. Now moving over to the right outside linebackers, you got Centurion Perkins from Ole Miss, 93. Pitt's Kyle Lewis, 93. Harold Perkins Jr. from LSU's a 91. Jacob Rodriguez from Texas Tech's a 91. Sonny Styles from Ohio State's a 90. Torian York from A&M, 90. Indiana's Aiden Fisher, 90. Jack Kelly, BYU's an 89. Trey Moore from Texas, looks like he kind of fell off from last year's rating, but he's an 88. And Michigan, Ernest Hausman is a 87 to round out the top 10. A lot of Indiana actually players and Texas Tech here. I'm actually kind of surprised. Now we're going to take a look here at the middle linebackers. Looking at the middle linebackers here, we got Anthony Hill Jr. from Texas is a 95. Kansas State's Austin Romaine is a 92. Old Dominion makes their appearance with Jason Henderson at a 91. Georgia, C.J. Allen, 91. Red Murdoch from Buffalo's a 90. Drake Bowen from Notre Dame's a 90. Whit Weeks from LSU, 89. North Carolina's Andrew Simpson is an 87. Michigan's Jay Barham, 87. And Baylor's Travion Barnes is an 87. Let's go to corners here now. We're Jermod McCoy, 94 overall for Tennessee. Duke, Chandler Rivers is a 93. Notre Dame, Leonard Moore, 93. Texas is Malik Muhammad, 92. Avion Terrell from Clemson, 92. D'Angelo Pons from Indiana, 92. AJ Harris, Penn State, 91. Takario Davis from Washington, 91. LSU's Ashton Stamps, 91. And Wisconsin's Ricardo Hallman is a 90. So, pretty good list there of corners. Moving down to free safeties, no doubt the best free safety in the game is Caleb Downs at 96 overall. TCU's Bud Clark, 92. Michigan, Rod Moore, 92. Georgia's KJ Bolden, 91. Minnesota's Coy Parrish, 91. Iowa State's Jeremiah Cooper, 91. Texas, Michael Taffy, 91. Missouri's Jalen Catalon, 91. Xavier Wonkpa from Iowa's a 90. And Zaki Wheatley, 90 for Penn State to round out the free safeties. Now let's take a look at the strong safeties here. Dylan Thieneman from Oregon, 93. Terry Moore is a 92 from Duke. Bray Hubbard, 91 from Alabama. Isaiah Wokobia from SMU is a 91. Xavier Alford from Arizona State, 91. Toledo's Emmanuel McNeil Warren, 90. Jalen Kilgore from South Carolina is an 89. Pitts, Javon McIntyre, 88. Preston Zachman, Wisconsin, 88. And Dalen Carnell from Missouri is an 88. So that's going to round out the defense, and we'll finish out with our special teams. We have Michigan's Dominic Zavada, kicker, 86 overall. Drew Stevens, Iowa, 85. Georgia's Peyton Woodring, 84. Virginia Tech's John Love, 83. SMU's Colin Rogers, 83. Vanderbilt's Brock Taylor, 83. BYU's Will Farron, 82. Florida Trey Smack, 82. Dom Ziabin from Dom Diziabin from Miami, Ohio, 82. Mason Shipley from Texas, 82. Last but not least, the punters here. Georgia's Brett Thorson, 87 overall. Reese Dakin from Iowa, 85 overall. Texas Jack Baumeister, 84. Michigan State's Ryan Eckley, 84. SMU's Gabriel Patterson, 84. Oregon's Ross James, 84. Texas A&M Brady Bradshaw, 83. Baylor Palmer Williams, 83. Tennessee's Jackson Ross, 83. And the last player on the list, Alex Falk from Northwestern, 83 overall. I hope you guys enjoyed these ratings reveals. Again, we don't know if they're actually confirmed, but they seem pretty accurate. So we will see how everybody's team unfolds. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys see anybody that you feel like got snubbed or should be on this list and which team you guys are rocking with in NCAA 26. Louisianimal out.